Have I ever mentioned that I hate school? No, I haven't because I don't necessarily. Last semester was pretty good, but I just got like a really mean case of senioritis. It's killing me. Today is the 3rd of January. It was our first day back from winter break. It's my last semester of high school. I'm just like, like, I did not want to go. Oh my gosh, you don't even know. I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed this morning. Like, I had to convince myself that if I got up and got ready fast enough, I could lay back down for like 10 minutes. And since I woke up kind of late, that didn't happen. But that's the only way I could get myself out of bed. Seriously. I just had a really bad, like, night. Like, for no reason, really. Like, after practice, like, I was being really pessimistic. And I had, like, this, like, mental breakdown. Okay, not mental. That sounds really bad. It wasn't that bad. It was emotional. It was just emotional stress over nothing. Like, really, I mean, it was a bunch of little things going on, like going back to school, which, you know, has a lot of little things that go with it, like not getting to sleep in, not getting to have free time, having to do work, all that kind of fun stuff. And Brent also got his wisdom teeth taken out today. I was like, and I know that I would be able to see him for a couple days, or he couldn't come see me for a couple days. Not that my parents would let him, anyway, because they're all mad because I see him too much or whatever. I'm just like, ugh, and I don't know, I was just really sad, and I listened to, it was like the breakup all over again or something. I was like listening to Secondhand Serenade playlist on YouTube and like crying in my bed. I'm just like, I woke up this morning, or no, it wasn't till this afternoon. Because today wasn't awful. Like, I last night on Facebook was like, sad day, tear, like, I hate my life, I don't want to go back to school. And then like, after the day was over, I was like, that wasn't nearly as awful as I tried to make it. It was like, I need to calm down a little bit. It wasn't awful. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. So I just need to like calm down a little bit, dude. Just calm down. Plus, since I woke up a little late, I didn't have tons of time to get ready, and I just showered. Like I said, like my hair is really difficult. It's just this is probably the worst hair day I've had on camera that I've actually tried. Like usually my hair is decent in these videos, except for when I have a towel or a hat on or something. But it's like done, or I started taking them out. But this is me. Actually, I looked worse. I kind of like touched my hair up when I got home from school, so it was really bad. I can't even. Not even gonna worry about it. So today was kind of stressful. It's kind of bad. And plus, Bree and I have a class in the evening together, and she wasn't there. She had to go to her daddy's funeral. I know that's really sad, and it's a long, difficult story I'm not going to go into. Um, and yeah, so she had to go to that, and so she wasn't there in my class today. And I mean, not that I'm like, oh, poor me, Bree wasn't there. I mean, I was sad that she wasn't there, but I was like, even more sad because of why she wasn't there. So I was just like, I know Mr. Greenwood, our teacher that we have the same class in, he always asks me when she's absent, "Where's Bree?" Because he knows we're best friends. So he asked me, "Where's Bree?" I'm like, she's at her daddy's funeral," and he's just like he felt so bad for giving me crap because he always does. But yeah, it's really cold in here. I have my space heater on. It hasn't quite circulated the room yet, but it will. I hope. So I can go to sleep soon. I have late start tomorrow. Dude, I was like going on and on about all these things tonight because mom told me one day she she was like, "What sounds good for dinner?" And I was like, "Fried, like chicken strips." And because I love chicken strips with honey mustard or sweet and sour, but only if it's McDonald's sweet and sour. I love McDonald's. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But anyway, the honey mustard we have in my house is amazing. So I was like, I want some chicken strips and honey mustard. And my mom's like, because like you have to go get honey mustard, or not. I'm stupid. You have to go get chicken. We have the honey mustard. There we go. And you have to like go buy chicken strips, right? Like the store or chicken nuggets from wherever. And she's like, well, maybe I could make some. And she like got the egg and the flour batter and all that. And she like fried them up in the pan. They're so good. So now like she makes them every once in a while, and it's like my favorite thing. So mom's like talking about dinner, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna make chicken strips. And I'm like, yes. So I'm like thinking of all these things that I love. And also, it's Tuesday, and Facebook told me that there was a new episode of Glee on, and I'm like, ah, because I love Glee. It's like the only show I watch on TV. I'm a YouTube girl. People always like, what's your favorite TV channel? ABC Family, MTV? I'm like, YouTube. I don't got cable, okay? But anyway, like Glee's like the only TV show I really watch. And so I was excited, even though I came later to find out that it wasn't a new episode. It was like an old episode I'd seen like 5 times. I was like, oh well. But I was like going on, I'm like, you know what I love? And my mom's like, what? And I'm like, chicken strips with honey mustard. You know what else I love? She's like, what? I'm like, Glee. You know what else I love? Late start. Tomorrow's Wednesday, which means we get late start. School usually starts at 7:45. It starts at 8:30 tomorrow. Get to sleep in a little bit. Like a whole other hour. It's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm stoked to sleep in. Because the last week of school, which ended on Wednesday, we didn't have late start because it was only half day and it was finals and stuff. And the week before that, I had a final in for English because I'm in college credit English, so I had to go take a college final like earlier in the morning. So I haven't had late start for like a month or more. I don't know, but a long time. So I'm really stoked just to say that I had late start, basically. So yeah, I was being strangely optimistic after dinner, or during dinner. I don't know why. Just because all this good stuff was happening. So yeah, winter guard practice was decent yesterday. It wasn't awful. I was like being really lazy and meh because my day was meh. I went by Brent's house on the way home and saw him, and before he has his surgery, so I got to at least see him. Don't tell nobody. It's kind of on the way home from where we had practice, so it's okay. And I get to see him tomorrow. So, I mean, he can't go anywhere because he's all drugged up and messed up. So I'm probably gonna go maybe like watch a movie with him or something. Hopefully. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I totally lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, right, practice. So we practiced and we learned a little bit of like what the show's gonna be like, our winter card show. It's Beautiful Things by Gunger, and it's a really great song. Like it's gorgeous. And I'm kind of sad this year we have no boys. Like, if anybody knows me, they know that for the most part, I get along with guys way better than girls. Like I don't like girls. Girls are rude. They're snippy. They're catty. They're clicky. I'm just like I don't do the drama. I'm just like, hey, what's up, bro? You respect me, I respect you. We give each other crap. We have fun. It's okay. That's what I'm like. I'm really like a dude when it comes to friendships, for the most part. Like the only difference is every once in a while I do need a girl like Bree, because me and Bree are good at this. First off, we both get annoyed by the same things, so we rant about and get upset about the same things. So I need a girl to rant to, because I know guys are just like, oh my god, shut up, like to talk about. I know that. See, I understand that. Not a lot of girls do, and they try to do that, and I'm just like, I only do that to Brent, but he's a boyfriend. That's different. See, I'm like analyzing all these relationships. But anyway, I get away with guys way more than girls. We had like 3 boys on our guard last year. This year, none at all. The only guy who's even like ever near our practice really is Matt, who's one of our coaches, and he like just aged out last year. So he was on the team last year. Now he's our coach. Anyway, he's interesting. We give each other crap all the time. It's kind of fun. Last year, he's my coach now, so I kind of have to be a little more respectful. But we used to give each other crap a lot last year. Like we would just have like disc wars. We would go back and forth, and it was great because we both thought of some pretty mean things to say to each other. Pretty witty. I give him that. We had some fun with those. Those. Anyway, so Matt was there, and me and Jackie. This girl goes to my school. Hey Jackie. We call her Applejacks because Matt used to be our coach at our school for a little bit, and he called her Jax, just like I'm just Jackie. And he's like Jax, and I was like Jax, like Applejacks. So then we started calling Applejacks. I don't know. So anyway, Applejacks and me are rifles on the rifle line, and these two other girls, Rachel and Allie, and yeah. But we were learning some stuff. And Matt comes up to us and he goes all crazy and he's like, okay, Jackie, you're gonna throw a 6. Okay, that's where you throw the rifle and it goes around 6 times. And I'm like, well, Jackie can do it because she's a beast at the rifle, especially. She's got some muscle. I mean, I do too, but she's just amazing. Anyway, and he's like, okay, Jackie, you're gonna throw a 6, and then Rachel, you're gonna like roll on her back because Jackie's gonna like bend over and you can like roll on her back or whatever. And then I'm like, I like laughed. I was like, haha, that's crazy. And then he's like, and then Maddie, you're gonna throw a 6. Whoa, halt, 1 second. The most I could throw is a quad, goes around 4 times, and that's when I like push as hard as I can. Like I know I could work up there, but we have shows before I think I could get it. You know what I mean? Like I could. I hate being that person that's like, I can't do it. Not gonna happen. But I do push as hard as I can. I can get a quad, so I'm like, ah! And then Ellie's gonna roll over your back, and I'm like, ah, that's fun. In your dreams, Jane. Anyway, so he just like says all that really fast, like, oh, you're gonna throw a 6, you're gonna roll, and I'm like, oh dear God. And then, like one of our head coach ladies is like, Matt, stop it. Like he's totally crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, dude. But she's like, oh, stop. They're not doing that. So she says her little plan, which is, by her tone, so much easier than Matt's. She's like, now, Jackie, you're gonna throw a 6. Rachel, you're gonna roll over her back. And Maddie, you're gonna catch Jackie's 6 in the splits. Jackie looks at me and goes, and you gotta know, okay, let me tell you something first. Applejacks. She is tall, muscular, black girl. And she's got it going on. But she is like the blondest, young, naive little black girl I know. I love her to death, but she's just like, oh, like, she's so smart and she's so good. But she's just like, oh, like, I love making fun of her. Like, you blonder than me, girl. That's saying something. But she looks at me, she goes, you can do the splits? I'm like, yeah. About that. I could get there. It would hurt a lot. I'm not to where I can do it comfortably at all. I'm like almost there. Like I'm there enough to where it would look like crap if I did it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like this far off the ground still, but you know what I mean? It could still look like a move. Like it would be okay. So they're like, you can do splits, and I like just slid down the lowest I could go, and I was kind of, because everyone was watching me now that they said this, so I kind of tried to show off, and I went like a little bit farther than I'm used to, and I was like, ah! Like, ow. So anyway, I'll work on that, see if they put that in the show. Interesting. But yeah, so I'm getting tired. I really should go to bed, but again, we all know that's not gonna happen. So, I have, like, pretty much the same classes. I still have, my first 3 classes are the same in the day, which is band, and I have a history class, it was government, but now I have religions class, and then third hour is art. And my last 2 hours of the day are the same. I still have biology and college credit English, but the middle of the day classes are different. I used to have drama, now I have textile productions, which is like crocheting and knitting and cross stitching and all that little stuff. I think it'll be kind of interesting. I need to learn how to make stuff. I don't know anything. Like, I know how to make stuff out of hot glue. like gluing stuff together, but not like actual materials. So that's what that's about. And instead of business, now I have forensics because I need a credit of like that sort, either speech, debate, or forensics to graduate. So I kind of need that. But here's the thing, like it requires lots of time outside of school. The tournaments we have like requirements we have to be at are on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Like in March and like April. February, March, and April. And that is guard season, and we practice every Thursday. And starting in like mid-February, we have competitions every single Saturday in Oklahoma and or Kansas City. So hopefully I'll be able to work around that because if I'm not, I can't be in forensics and I'll have to figure something else out because I can't switch to debate because that makes even more time outside of school that it takes. I could do speech, but I'm afraid that they'll like screw up my whole schedule and I won't be able to do art or textile. I'm happy with this. I just hope they can work around that so I can still do guard. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now since I just ranted about my classes and crap. I feel like they're getting less and less entertaining because all I do is complain about crap. I'll try to be funny tomorrow. Well, I won't try. I'll try to be jovial? There's the word. I'll try to be more jovial tomorrow, okay? Okay, good night.